Hi, welcome back to Beauty by Teresa. Today I am doing a review of the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Base. This is a silicone-free primer that claims to do it all. So this cost me $6.39 plus tax at Target. I was able to actually find this in store, but I love that this is silicone-free because silicones and dimethicones do not go well with cream makeup. I use the Seint 3D makeup system. I love this. It's amazing for mature skin. Cream makeup moves with the skin versus soaking into the skin and cracking and tending to look cakey. So I love cream makeup. Now I am an oily skin type. I'm actually very dry. I'm extremely dry. So if I get a shower, I have to have something on my face within a few seconds. Otherwise my skin gets dry and cracky. So my skin tends to overproduce oil trying to compensate for that dryness. Now I have used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and then the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and we're going to test this out today. So it's quite different in my opinion than the e.l.f. and the Milk. So it does seem like I have to use a little bit more, and I have already done my eyeshadow. I did not want this to be a super long video, so I'm just gonna let that dry down for a few minutes. So I am a Seint artist with the company, so I can help to color match you for this. I tend to match people to the collection 8 because you get 3 highlights, and by highlights what I mean is foundation. So we call them highlights versus foundation. So you'll get a brightening shade, and then you will get a winter and a summer shade. You will also get 1 contour, a bronzer, and then 2 lip and cheeks. Our best-selling 3D brush, which is this one, so you could do everything with this brush. Okay, so that has dried down now. So we're going into fall now. Well, we are in fall, so I'm starting to lose my summer color, and even though I wear sunscreen every single day of my life, and that brings me to another point, is your sunscreen and your skincare also need to be silicone dimethicone free. So I use serums and essences in my morning skincare routine, and then I use Hero Cosmetics, the super light SPF 30 sunscreen. So that also is silicone free. So I'm just gonna dip into Mango and Sandy. So I am a level 4, so I have a medium skin tone. And so I'm just washing this all over my forehead here. Now this is a 1-layer makeup system, but sometimes your contour will go on better with just a slight little base of highlight underneath it. Okay, so just a light wash of color. Now I'm taking that dampened sponge and I am just pressing this into my skin, and this is going to pick up any excess. So now I'm gonna go into my contour. I'm switching over to the detail brush here. This is the contour color Olive. So on my forehead, I am swiping down, and then I am doing a new contouring trick underneath my cheekbones, and I think it looks better. And I can tell that I need to wash my brushes, and the Seint brush cleaner is amazing. You can still use your brushes immediately after. So I'm just gonna kind of push this up into my hairline. Okay, so for under my cheekbones, I have stopped doing it all along my cheekbone. So I'm actually just popping it right here in the front, just right here. So I'm just looking, and you can see where it kind of like drops off. So just a little wash of color. And then I'm going to just kind of sweep it up. I don't want to sweep it down because that's going to make me look like I have a beard. So I'm not taking it all the way to the back. And then I do need to hide this jaw, this fluff that I have going on under here. And then I do not contour my nose because I have enlarged pores right here, and I tend to think that it just looks muddy, and I don't like it. Now let's cover my friend here. So it's kind of a raspberry tone right now, and I have the Seint Demi colors. These are great. So these are pure pigment. These are color correctors. So this is a raspberry color right now, so that means that there's violet undertones. So I'm going in with Y01, and this is the thicker Demi brush, and I'm just tapping. And that instantly covers it up. So then I just kind of want to blend around that. done with the Demi color correctors. So now I'm gonna go into the bronzer. So I like the Bella bronzer. If you don't want to contour, you don't have to contour, you could use bronzer instead. Going back to that blush bronze brush, but I'm using the blush side of it. Okay, so Bella bronzer. If you were a light skin tone, I would prescribe the color Tan Lines for you. And I might have to fix my French here again. So I'm just pouncing it on, stippling it on. And then on my cheekbones, if you use too big of a brush, it tends to break up your contour underneath it. So I like to pounce. And you can put as much on as you want, up the sides of the nose, across the top of it. I'm gonna bring some down my neck along the side, and I'm gonna leave this part of it. I'm gonna go and grab a little bit of more of the Y01. My friend is gone again. So from here, I'm going to powder, and then I will apply my lip and cheek, because my cheeks have always 8 color. It doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's powder, doesn't matter if it's cream, my cheeks are blush eaters. So I'm using the Laura Mercier. This is the translucent 16-hour wear powder. And then I'm gonna use the fluffy side of this blush and bronze brush. And I'm just tapping. The Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Pillow Talk, and I think it's the lightest one. And then what I'm gonna do from here is take a little bit of my blush color, and this is the color Ibiza. It's no longer available, but Ballerina is very close to it. Those are satins. Satins tend to last longer on me and my lips. So just right in the center to kind of give like that ombre effect. We are looking at, it is 11:35, so I'm doing an 8-hour check-in. We're gonna see how this wears for a 8-hour wear test. I did wear it yesterday for 10, and it looked phenomenal. The only thing that I had to do was hit it with some powder because I am an oily gal. We'll see how long this wears. We'll see if it wears the same way as it did yesterday. That's always important, is duplicating it. Alrighty, checking in at the midpoint, so it is almost 3:30. So I have my 10 times magnification mirror here. Let's see what we got. Everything is still in place, so this is fantastic. So far I am really enjoying this. There's no patchiness, there's nothing breaking up. I haven't lost any of my contour, any of my blush, which is amazing because my cheeks eat blush. So day 2 of this, and I am impressed so far, but okay, I got 4 more hours to go. I will check back in. All right, 8 hours. So it is 7:30, and I think my makeup still looks really good. I did powder one time after the 4-hour, or before the 4-hour check-in, and let's turn that on. Like, I'm amazed that my blush is still here. I have not retouched my makeup at all besides the powder, and that's because I have oily skin. Doesn't matter what I do, oil is always gonna break through. So I'm not looking at this primer as, oh, you didn't control my oil. I'm looking at it as, wow, you kept my makeup on. So yeah, no, I'm actually really amazed how well my cheeks held up. So there is a slight bit of patchiness right here, and the only place that it really broke up is where my sunglasses were sitting today. But other than that, everything looks really good. I am honestly super impressed with this Wet n Wild primer for $6.39, and to not feel like I need to touch up my makeup midday or anything like that. I mean it's pretty amazing. So in my opinion, run out and get this, especially for the price point, especially the way that this has made my makeup last all day. I didn't get this experience with the Milk Hydro Grip. I didn't get this experience with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer or any of the other primers that I have tried. Now, it's not a necessity to use a primer with the cream makeup, but it can help your makeup to stay on for 4 hours longer, and that's a great accomplishment. Like, I can't give up my creams. I don't expect my makeup to last all day. Like, I don't think anything, like, our skin is a living, breathing organ. It's trying to do all of its things. So I don't think expecting our makeup to stay on all day is something we should be looking at as a win. I don't think it is. Our skin needs to breathe. So I love cream makeup. It lets your skin breathe. It moves with your skin. It doesn't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It gives you a gorgeous, glowy, radiant finish. So it's very skin-like. And this primer just totally blew my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and I will link it in the info box below. But I'm pretty impressed. This is my new go-to primer. All right, guys, if you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. Color match form is below. All the links are below in the description box. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.